Hello, my darling friends. Jenny Lee here. And today I must do a rebuttal to Grant Cardone's recent video, which is where he is saying that buying a house is a bad idea and that it is, worse than, he even said, worse than owning a boat. Grant, hello, are you serious? I mean, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I know this is going to cause a lot of arguments. Well, yes, because you're wrong, buddy. You are wrong. You are completely wrong, and you know you're wrong. I don't know. You're probably just doing this for attention. Now, that's my first thought. My second thought is, Grant, you are right with certain criteria. Because, your first thought is, well, Grant, where do you live? Because they're not living in some dumpy apartment. No, I'm pretty sure not. Maybe he just lives on his airplane, which is not really big enough to be comfortable on an everyday basis. I mean, come on. So they travel around and they do all their luxury vacations, okay, but you can't do that forever. I mean, so, everybody wants to have a little place to call home, whether it's a small place or a large place. Now, what I agree with him on is if we're talking about a monster house, a multi-million-dollar mansion, because I'm going to tell you, those properties don't typically make you much money. They take a very long time to sell. A good case in point is a YouTuber that I watch a lot, which is Teresa Romer. Love Teresa's closet. It's the largest closet in the world. It's so fabulous, and what woman wouldn't want that? And you would think it's certainly wealthy, people who could afford multi-million-dollar homes would love that. But yet, she hasn't been able to sell it. She almost sold it, and that fell through. And it's been years. I mean, like many years, she's been trying to sell this property. So, Grant, I agree with you. If we're talking about those kinds of properties, I agree. That is not a good place for your money. I agree with you. It is better to put that money in multi-family investments or even single-family homes. Definitely, I agree with you there. But I disagree with what your basic thing you said, which I don't really think you actually meant. And that is that you think buying a home is negative and that you think, you're better off to buy a boat or a car. Come on, Grant. Hello. Now, if you're buying a home that is something that is going to increase in value, which, there are many, 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 many homes that are going to fit in this category. So it doesn't have to be some over-the-top multi-million-dollar mansion, but it can certainly be something very nice that you enjoy. It could even be a condo or a townhome. But the point is that when you purchase a home, whether it's a townhome, a condo, or a single-family home, you are building equity, which is money in your pocket, honey, okay? So that is smart because you're making a payment that is going to be much less than you would pay in rent anywhere. I mean, certainly Grant doesn't really think that you're better off to go pay rent somewhere because that is money down the drain, honey. You're not getting that back. No. But at least if you're purchasing a property and you're being wise about what kind of property you're buying, then you are making a payment every month that is, number one, you're paying down principal, okay? Number two, you are paying interest and you're able to deduct that off of your taxes, which is a tax benefit. Grant, hello. I know you know better than that. And then, of course, the property itself is increasing in value. So when you take all those things together, you have a lot of financial benefit of owning the home that you're living in, because number one, you're going to get the best rates for a loan, so you'd always want to leverage. You do. One thing I would say is do not pay cash for your home. No, no, no. You want a mortgage because mortgage rates are cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. You should definitely get a mortgage. And then, of course, after a year, you know, the Millionaire 10-year plan, you will want to move out of that home, and you'll want to rent it out to somebody who's renting, because they're going to pay you a lot of money to rent it. Now your asset is making you money, honey. Making you money, which is a plus. So, Grant, come on. Admit it. You're wrong about the bold out broad statement, okay? So, let's bring it home and let's say it is a great investment. It is only the wise thing to do to be able to live in a home that you are owning, because if you want to move, you can always move out of it and rent it out. Now you've got an income producing property. So I've been doing this for 21 years. I know how to make people millionaires, and that's what I do. I make people millionaires. You can go to millionaire10yearplan.com. I've got an unbelievable deal on my course right now that will take you in depth from A to Z, how to get yourself to millionaire in 10 years. So come on, let's do it. Don't listen to Grant about that. And Grant, I'd love to have a little, conversation with you about it. Okay? Anyway, I hope everybody has a fabulous day. I'll see you soon. Mwah.